Squire! Fetch my Vorpal helmet!
Sir, I don't think that word means what you think it means.
All right, folks, here we are, another episode of Vorpal Helmet. We're going to be approaching the Ruined Moathouse and the encounter that follows. Now, we've already done this in GURPS. Now we're going to do it in D&D 5th edition using the 2024 rules, and we'll see if we can do that with some degree of smoothness or lack thereof. So the delvers, or adventurers, as the case may be, start approaching, and they are slowly, cautiously approaching the Ruined Moathouse when they perhaps, or perhaps do not, hear something. So their passive perception, I think Yesunge and Foxfire have a 14, a bunch of people have a 13, and maybe Frank and maybe someone else have a 12. So we know there are some big frogs and giant frogs that are in the pond there. So I think they are called giant frogs and huge frogs, maybe. Or oddly enough, giant frogs and small giant frogs. That's kind of funny. Let's see. I don't know if I can change their tokens, but whatever. Giant frog, huge frog, whatever. So let's roll. I'm going to roll stealth once for these folks. Well, maybe we'll roll. Let's see what happens. Yeah, let's roll a couple of stealth checks because I think it should be whichever frog has the worst stealth. So I'll do that one. Oh, okay, never mind. One of them rolled a 2, so I'm not even going to continue rolling. So, yeah, as the frogs are being stealthy and getting ready to pounce, one of them lets out a large ribbit or something like that, uncontrollably, a hiccup, something weird, and everyone notices it. So, no surprise, combat is going to start, and neither side will be surprised. So, we're going to put everyone in combat tracker and roll for initiative. Actually, I'm going to make one quick change to the combat tracker. So it puts the person that is first by default, like somewhere over here, I guess after this line. I don't know. To me, that's confusing. Why don't we put the person who's first right over there? So there is a way. This is a module, by the way. It's fantastic. I think it is. Let's see if I can find it and tell you who makes it. Carousel Combat Tracker by Ripper93. Yeah, and it works, but by the way, it works in Foundry, so it works for Dungeon Fantasy role-playing game, it works for D&D, all of that. It's great. Yeah, carousel centered. No. Let's do carousel left. Thank you. And alignment of the carousel in the center. Sure. Yeah, everything else looks good. All right, great. Save changes. Let's hope that it works. All right, let's roll initiative for everybody. There should be a way to roll initiative for everybody. Yeah, roll. Whoa, that's a lot of rolls that are coming out here. Okay, so let's open up the combat tracker. All right, we have Raj, Thulnar, so forth and so on. Okay, now, before we keep going, let's remember that Frank Newcastle has the Alertness feat, and so does Raj. Now, Raj, it doesn't really matter. Raj is first, so who cares? But Frank, I think it makes sense to have him switch with Thulnar, right? I think he wants to go first. That's just the way he is. So how can we accomplish that here? I believe Frank's is 11.14. Thulnar is 19.08. I got to do it from, excuse me, I have to do it from the GM side. No problem. Or DM side, as the case may be with D&D. So, update combatant. We're going to give Frank 19.08. Update him. And now we're going to take Thulnar and we're going to update him and give him 11. It doesn't really matter. 11 is fine because nobody else has. Yeah. Okay. Great. So with the Alertness feat, Frank Newcastle switched his initiative and now he wants to go at the beginning of the round. So that's where we are to start off the combat. So let's begin the combat, shall we? Oh, here we. Oh, so this, I guess, in this particular, in this particular version of Foundry, I have the spinning D20. We have the sound on and everything else. That's fun. All right. Let's pause just to make sure. I am pretty confident, but I want to check the rules, that you can take the wait action in D&D. Right? That seems right. But let's just check. Let's pause for a second. Okay, very good. So terminology changes. There are various actions that you can take in D&D as I guess full your action phase. So in D&D you have various things that you can do. You have an action, you have a bonus action, a reaction, and a feature, and you can also move. So he can move up to Raj can move up to his speed. Raj is going to move to right here. Right? He's going to move to right there, and he's going to take what is characterized as the ready action. Prepare to take an action in response to a trigger you define. So his trigger is going to be, that's the equivalent of a wait action in GURPS or Dungeon Fantasy role-playing game. So he's going to ready. I don't know if there's a way to designate that in terms of maneuvers or whatever. I don't think so. Doesn't really matter. We know that he's going to ready. Is there anything down here? No, those are other different actions. It's fine. He's going to ready, and if one of these big frogs jumps out in front of him, he's going to stab it because that's what he does. All right. So that is Raj's action for right now. He doesn't need to take any bonus actions or anything else. Great. Let's move to the next combatant in the order. That's going to be Frank Newcastle. Frank is also going to take the ready action, and he says, form up. So he'll take the ready action, and his trigger is going to be the first target that jumps in front of him. He's going to attack. All right. Next is going to be, okay, this giant frog here. So let's see what these giant froggies can do. They can do a standing leap. The small giant frog, I don't know why it's called that. Long jump is up to 20 feet and high jump is up to 10 feet with or without a running start. Okay, so it's going to jump, and what target is it going to go for? I mean, let's just say the closest target. That makes the most sense, right? So it's going to jump. We'll say it's going to jump right to here. Yeah, that looks good. So it's going to jump to there. And I don't remember if you can change facing or not, but who cares? I think that's fine. It's going to jump to there, and it's going to attack Yesunge, who has his longbow out. So he's going to attack Yesunge in some capacity. So what can he do? He can do either a bite, or he can do sticky tongue. Sticky tongue can then grapple. Well, I don't think he needs to do that. Why? Because sticky tongue is necessary to drag a target to you. The bite, he has a reach of 5 feet with his bite. Unlike in GURPS, where he has to be in close, this frog can attack even 5 feet away. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to try to bite Yesunge. And I guess I have to roll. Yeah. Oh, okay. You can't see it on your screen, but normal attack roll. All right. He misses. So that's that frog's turn. All right. Let's go to the next. Wait a minute. Giant frog. That was the first one. The next giant frog should be... Oh, yeah. Yes. The actual giant frog. Okay, the actual giant frog also has the standing leap ability, same distance and everything else. Ooh, that one has the swallow ability. Let's see if that happens. If the target is medium or smaller, it will have the grappled condition. If he bites, who can he swallow? Oh, the giant frog swallows a small or larger target that it is grappling. Oh, he can't swallow these guys. Sad, even though these things should be like, I think they're roughly, it's a medium beast. Okay. roughly the size of, like, I guess they're not pony size. Maybe they're small pony size. Anyway, it's going to jump. And it's going to jump. It's going to jump right for Carlotta. Yeah, that's what it's going to do. Now, it jumps right for Carlotta, right? But guess what? Our friend Frank was ready for that. So it jumps towards Carlotta. Frank is going to attack this giant frog. Is there a way to target? Can I? Let's see. Can I have Frank target the giant frog? I think because it's not Frank's turn, maybe it's not letting me do that or whatever, but it doesn't matter. We're still going to attack. So Frank is going to attack with his longsword. All right. Normal attack. What does he roll? An 11. Is that going to hit our giant frog? Our giant frog has an AC of 11, so it does hit. All right. So Frank is going to do his damage. So strange, by the way, that I can't seemingly target. What if I do? Hang on. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, good grief. Okay. So, yeah. How about the T button? Try that. All right, let's do the damage. Where is... Oh, I guess I have to... Yes, there we go. Damage. All right. He's going to roll damage here. A 4. Oh, actually... Let's undo that. Let's delete. Damage. Remember, he has the Savage Attacker ability, right? So can I roll damage with advantage? Oh, why is that not here? Well, okay. So the last one was a 7. What's this one? A 7. Fine. We apply 7 damage to... How do I do that? I drag and drop it? Oh, gosh. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Apply it to the giant frog. Let's do that. It's on the GM screen. Apply. Hello. Apply. Okay. Oh, nice. That's a feature that I would like to see something similar in the GURPS GGA Foundry version. I know that, sometimes we don't want to know the DR of the enemies, and sometimes we don't want to know if they have special wounding modifiers and things like that. So maybe we don't need that, but that is kind of a cool feature that is in D&D. Okay, now, great, that happened. However, let's remember that he has the... Where is that? Longsword. It has the sap. I don't know where it went. I thought I saw it before. Oh, yeah, there we go. Thank you. It has the sap ability. When you hit a creature with this weapon, the creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn. Excellent. Good. Good job, Frank. And so that used his reaction, by the way. I don't know that we need to gray that out or whatever. No, I don't think that works that way. Who knows? Doesn't matter. This is like a Baldur's Gate themed type of thing. All right, the giant frog is going to attack Carlotta Del Monaco. So let's do that. So giant frog, target Carlotta. Very nice. And now he's going to try to bite her. All right, so it's an attack action. But sadly, our giant frog has disadvantage. So what's he rolling here? A 5 and an 18. Oh, the 18 certainly would have hit, but the 5 does not. So Carlotta escapes being chomped on by this giant frog. All right. And actually, I said an 18, but that would have been... Yeah, that was just the dice roll, as it turns out. Okay. Let's go to the next combatant. The next combatant is going to be this giant frog, the small giant frog. It's ridiculous. Right there. That one will jump and try to attack whom. Hey, how about Frank? All right, great. He's going to try to target Frank. Let's bite him. He attacks normally. Doesn't have advantage or disadvantage. He rolls. 15 is a miss. Oh, it's nice. So, let me, can I show that? Let me show that. I mean, you guys can see everything. What the heck? Let's just make all these rolls public. Why not? I mean, Yes, the players wouldn't see them, but hey, this is YouTube content. You guys can see all of it. All right. If you were a player, you wouldn't know what their pluses to hit are and everything else. But anyway, 15 to miss. Great. Let's go to the next combatant. That is this giant frog. Who is this giant frog closest to? Looks to me like this giant frog wants to attack our elf wizard, Foxfire Dahast. That could be bad because Foxfire does not have a good AC. So, okay, now here, let's actually make these things private for a second. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, what is this? Not blind GM roll. Private? Whatever. Private GM roll. Fine. Okay, he's going to bite. Foxfire. Attack. Normal. Okay. Oh my. Now, Foxfire doesn't know whether she can use shield or not. And if I say it's a hit, she might use shield, and she doesn't know whether that +5 is going to help. However, really doesn't matter. Why? Because it was a critical hit. Okay. Now, Foxfire doesn't have inspiration. She's not human. So I feel like inspiration maybe can be used in a variety of different ways. I don't know if it can be used to re-roll things. But nonetheless, this frog's going to hit her. That's bad. Okay. So, and it's a critical hit. So what do critical hits do in D&D 5th edition 2024 rules? So what it says is when you score a critical hit, you deal extra damage. Roll the attack's damage dice twice. Add them together, then add any relevant modifiers as normal. Wowzers. That's bad for Foxfire. Okay. So let's see. How about the damage? And we're going to say critical hit, bite. Okay, interesting. Let's reveal to everyone. Only 4. That could have been so much worse. Wow. Yeah, it's I guess it's a +1, so I guess it's 1d4 +1, so 2d4 +1. Yeah, and rolled a 1 and a 2. Yep. Lucky for you, Foxfire. Okay, she's bloody though. Uh-oh. Is that a thing even in 5th edition? I don't know. That brings me back to 4th edition days, but that's okay. Fine, let's just do it. Great. So again, differences between D&D and GURPS to some degree, right? In GURPS, a critical hit's a critical hit. You get no defense. Same kind of thing happened to Foxfire here, right? But if it was a regular hit and this frog just rolled an 11, she gets hit and she gets bitten. There's no defense, nothing you can do. That's fine. That's just the way the system works, but different. All right. Hey, guess whose turn it is? Foxfire's. Guess what she's going to do? She ain't going to stay there. So, pretty sure in D&D, you have the ability to move and, cast spells and do all that good stuff. We don't have shock penalties. We don't have anything like that. So what are the fun things that she can do? Well, she can do Firebolt. She can do Ray of Frost. Let's do Ray of Frost. Let's have her move. I think she can cast while she's moving, as I recall. She has 30 feet of move. She's going to go 1, 2, let's just do it that way. 3, 4, and we'll just change her facing. And, she's going to shoot this guy. All right? Let's shoot him with a Ray of Frost. Normal attack roll. 12. 17, that's a hit. Now, it's interesting. So on the GM screen, so you see it's black here, right? On the GM screen, it's green, which means that hit. Okay. I don't know why this is like a little bit weirdly lower resolution. It's a little bit concerning. Whatever. Damage roll. Normal. Weak sauce damage. All right, we're going to apply that to the giant frog. But now it's good to know the giant frog's movement is decreased by 10. Okay. That's good to know. So, by the way, let me just check something here. Did I goof this whole thing up right from the beginning? It's possible. Standing leap, up to 20 feet. What kind of an action is that? It's a feature. I guess it's not a move action. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm thinking like 20... I was thinking like 20 yards, like GURPS terms or whatever. It's 20 feet. So these guys, could he have reached her? We're going to say yeah. You know why? Because he could have moved and then did a standing leap. We'll do that. Great. Anyway, Foxfire went. She did her thing. She cast a fun little thing there. Whatever. That's good. Okay. Thulnar. What is Thulnar going to do? You know what? Thulnar's got a couple of options. He can cast a spell. He could attack. I think he's going to do a couple of things, actually. Because, if I recall correctly, does he want to use a first level spell right now? Not sure. You know what? First things first. Let's attack that bad... Whoops. Where are you going, Thulnar? Let's attack that bad frog. He hurt his friend. Yeah, he's not going to take that. Yeah, I mean, he could do Healing Word as a bonus action even after he attacks this thing. But you know what? Why? Let's just see how the combat plays out. He's going to attack with his mace. Normal attack. What is that going to be? Yes, it's a 13, so he hits. All right. Do your damage. You're going to get a bit. Wow. So, you know what? Not great damage rolls. 4 damage. All right. This giant frog is still okay, I guess. Has taken some damage. And again, you know, frog doesn't get a chance to defend. You know, it's just kind of interesting the way that works out, but that's fine. Carlotta is going to step up to here and form ranks, which is what... After all, which is what Frank said. Yeah, Thulnar probably should have went here. Doesn't matter. Okay. And she's going to attack the giant frog, the one that tried to attack her. That seems to be the bigger threat. So she's going to try to hit. Ooh, should she use smite? No, let's not do that just yet. These are frogs. We can take them on, right? We think so. Maybe not. That's a miss. All right. Carlotta didn't do such a great job there. All right. This small giant frog makes no sense. Really makes no sense. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 20 feet. Okay. He's just going to jump 20 feet. Boom. Right there. And attack Frank. Let's do that. Whoops. Hello. How about if I do this? Yeah. Great. Okay. Giant frog. Attack Frank. Target him. Yes, he's targeted. Bite. Attack. Roll. Wish it would just roll automatically, but it doesn't do that way. Okay, an 11 is not going to cut it. Oh, yeah. Well, I forgot to turn on the rolls so you can see them. Yeah. Great. Okay. Next combatant. The actual giant frog. All right. So he's going to move of what? He's going to move of 30. Swim of 30. Okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, right up to here, and then jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 20 feet. It says 15 feet, whatever. I'm going to jump there. Yeah. And who looks the most appetizing? Who's the smallest? Raj. Oh, but wait. What was Raj doing? Raj had a wait action. Did he not? He did. So, guess what, buddy? Raj is going to go first before you. Now, Raj is first going to attack with his short sword. He does have advantage on this roll, I believe, right? Let's make sure. Well, does he have advantage? He has... No, he doesn't have advantage, I don't believe, but he has the ability to do sneak attack damage because this frog is being is within 5 feet of one of his allies. That's the way I think that works. Yeah, let's pause for a second and check. Okay, I said I checked. I mean, a pause. The pause was instantaneous for you guys. No, he doesn't have an advantage, but he'll be able to still take the attack action. Oh, maybe, you know what? Why am I opening their character sheets? Can I just do this? Oh, gosh. Yeah. Attack. Normal. Let's see what kind of a... 11. I think that's good enough. Let's double check. Whoops. What happened there? Yes. 11 is good enough. So, he's going to do his damage. Yeah. And he's going to do normal damage to the frog. Yes. Wow, weak damage. Well, 5. That's actually not that weak. So we're going to apply that to the frog. And now he's going to do his sneak attack damage. Select targets. That one. Not really sure how that is supposed to work. Like that? I don't know. Hang on. Maybe I gotta open this up. Sneak attack. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work that way. Yeah, roll. Okay, that's good. 5 damage. We're gonna apply the sneak attack damage. Okay. Oh boy, he's bloodied. Now, so short sword has the Vex property, right? If you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to the creature, you have an advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the next turn. Right. And let's recall... What is happening here? Select targets for dagger. I'm not sure what's happening. Whatever. Can I escape? How about that? Oh, gosh. Got rid of the combat tracker, got rid of all sorts of different things. Okay. Dagger. Right? What do you mean select targets? I don't know what that's all about. Fine. Let's just do this. Thanks. I don't know. I did something. That's weird. So now he has advantage on this attack roll. Right? Right. Because it has the whatever property, which I'm not seeing here right now. So it's a hit. Yeah. Anyway, Nick, when you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of a bonus action. Right. Okay. So he could have done it as a bonus action, but he's just going to do that now. Fine. So he does hit with an 18. So let's do damage. Doesn't get sneak attack damage. You know, I want to say with the offhand, I don't know if he gets that extra bonus, but whatever. I mean, I'm assuming this thing knows. Fine. Maybe it's 3 more damage. Maybe it's not. Who cares? We're just going to apply it. Oh, gosh, golly gee. I applied it too. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I applied it to the wrong dude. Let's try that again. Target the giant frog. Damage. Oh, no. Damage apply to, not to Raj. Oh gosh. Can I drag it to the giant frog? Is that a thing? Whatever. We're just going to do this. There we go. -6. Great. Okay. I don't know what this thing is. Okay. So that giant frog took a number of really bad attacks, and bonus action. Okay, he's not high enough level yet where he can do like a bonus action where he can disengage or move or anything like that. So that's where we are with him. Okay, so let's. Can we just finish one round here? Yeah. Oh, Yesunge is... Yeah, Yesunge is at the end of the round. So, you know, Yesunge doesn't need to be here. He's using a bow, right? Oh, I see what's happening here. Yesunge is going to move back 2 steps. And who's he going to target? This frog's been hit a couple of times. I guess he can target that frog. Does he really need to do the hunter's... Yeah, might as well. Might as well. He doesn't know how many hit points the frog has. Right? And it lasts for an hour. So, hunter's mark. Sure. Let's do it. Mark creature. Free casting. Cast spell. Okay. So, hopefully, he's marked the giant frog. I guess. Ooh, that's neat. Look at that thing. Whatever. All right. So now he's going to attack with his longbow. What is the select targets? That one. Okay, let's maybe that's not it. Yeah, I don't know what I did here. Something weird is going on. Yeah, I just, you know what? Stop that. Whatever I did here is not working, so let's just do... Can I just bring this like here as like a shortcut? Sneak attack? What in the world? Okay, whatever. Let's just... Can I just do this? Can I just do it? Thank you. All right, Hunter's Mark. You may mark 1 quarry, da-da-da-da-da. Great. Let's do it. Ammunition, arrows. Why does he have only 19? He's... Okay, I must have... Whatever. Shoot him. 10. He misses. Oh, gosh. All of that. All right. That's round 1. Something weird is certainly happening, but we'll figure that out later. All right. Round 1. We're next going to move to round 2.